Move over fireside conversations. Today's fast forward era requires rapid fire chats. I'm Jessie Paul, marketing expert, author of Marketing Without Money, and an independent director. I'm going to ask Monica D'Souza, product management expert, fintech fanatic, and policy influencer, how we power our growth journey and keep it human, even as we use AI and tech tools to our advantage. All set to race to be future ready, Monica?
Absolutely looking forward.
I know you're super involved and passionate about inclusivity. So, how is digital disrupting finance and making it more accessible?
Actually, digital is making sure that finance becomes accessible to everybody because the smartphone became pervasive in all our lives. And suddenly, digital finance now becomes the bedrock at which everybody is able to really propel themselves into a future which is based on inclusivity by design. The minute you have access, you have the ability to learn and be part of the growth curve. Our problem earlier was access was restricted to those few who obviously had the ability and had the affordability of basic feature smartphones, etc. Now I think that that barrier has broken, and we've seen what has happened last year. And think about the stock market: 10 million investors have been added. It's people who are really from small towns where the growth has been seen. Think about digital payments, where we're seeing so many IPOs this year, but it all started at the back of this whole tech revolution, and all of that was based on cheap, affordable, whether it was internet or whether it was smartphones. And I personally feel that now is the time where we need to be financially literate, and I'm very, very passionate about that subject because even as educated people, you're not always financially capable of making right decisions. We haven't reached the tipping point yet. It's actually the start of a huge opportunity for all of us. So very, very excited.
I think I'll come back to you for tips. But moving to my next question, what are the ways in which we as individuals can harness technology to build a more equitable world?
I think by making sure that we are aware of what it takes to be a have not in the equitable world as well. Only 60% of the world right now has access to the internet. That is how big the divide is. Even in Asia, we're actually lagging behind a lot of the countries. In India, I think we've made up. But the important thing for us is to realize that those people who may not have access are dependent on people like us who may have access but are willing to provide either the gift of time or the gift of tooling for them to be able to ramp up and to become equal part of our existence. I think it's very difficult if we keep thinking that just enabling somebody with a few minutes of our time is can be something which can be phenomenally life changing. And I think that's what is needed, which is why I feel that when education has become free, I mean everything is available on the internet, it's become democratized. But what we haven't really figured out is how do we use this for the best advantage of those who did not have this luxury before. But I think using tech for good also means using tech responsibly for those who really need this.
Thanks so much for joining us today, Monica, and you're welcome to continue the conversation using the hashtag FutureReady.
Thank you.